What's up, you guys? My name is Shunda Jenkins and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am a mindset life coach and a lot of my content is focused on helping you develop a better mindset, and also I share a lot of self-development tips. And so my last video I've talked about what is confidence and the importance of it. And today I want to talk about what affects our self-confidence. And so like I said in the video before, self-confidence is important. It's a part of everything we do in life. And so we need to be self-confident. We need to have confidence within ourselves. And if we don't, that starts to affect the way we show up for ourselves. And so today I want to talk about what affects our self-confidence and how you can prevent that from happening. And so I'm going to be using my board here just to keep me on task, but we're going to first talk about what affects confidence. And so one of the things that affect our confidence, and I feel like this is the major thing that affects our confidence, is comparison. In Jay Shetty's book, he talks about the three councils of the mind. And so as a mindset coach, I understand that the things that affect our mind also affect every area of our life. And so the three C's, the three councils of the mind, were complaints, criticize, and comparison. And so I'm just going to only use one because the one thing that affects us is the comparison syndrome. I think that's the number one thing that affects everyone, because you get to a certain age, you're like, oh, I'm 21, I should be doing this. I'm 18, I should be doing this. Oh, I'm 25, I should be doing this. Oh, by 30, you should have this. The reason is for reading all these articles and looking outside of ourselves to listen to other people telling us, hey, you should have this together. Hey, you should have that. And you start comparing where you are to where everyone else is. And whether it's a good comparison or a bad comparison, you start to compare yourself and see, do you measure up? Or does this person measure up? And so you're always really just looking and looking and looking to see how you measure up in life. And as the saying goes, the grass isn't always greener on the other side. It's not. And what that means is that you can continue to look for good things, but there's always going to be something better, right? If you look at cars, right? Think about your first car. And if you have multiple cars like me, then you can say that your first car isn't like your current car. I don't know, my voice is going. But anywho, your first car was probably like not the best car, but you loved it, right? But you didn't say, well, this car doesn't look as good as their car. You were just really happy you had a car. But if you're always comparing, you're not able to really think about, wow, I have an amazing car. I have something that can drive me around to get me to where I want to go. And the comparison thing is not to eliminate the fact that you want to do better in your life. It's to really help you understand that if you're always thinking about how you're not measuring up or how you should have this just like everybody else your age or just like anybody in the world, then you're not really able to be happy within yourself. And comparisons kills our happiness. It makes us think that we're not enough. It makes us question our abilities, especially when you're over 25 and you feel like you should be married, or you feel like you should find the one or whatever, or you feel like you should have the house, or you feel like you should have the right type of job. Those are not required, okay? You get to decide what you should have, and you get to decide at every stage of your life, okay? But what I want you to do in reference to comparison is compare yourself with yourself. And so if you look at yourself and say, all right, last month, this is where I was at. Next month, I want to be doing this. And so, for example, say last month you saved $100. You say, well, next month, I want to save $125. And so you're really just comparing yourself to yourself. Or last month, maybe you didn't have a job and you're like, okay, by next month I want to have a job. whatever it is, you're only working on comparing yourself to yourself. Because when you start to look at what everyone else has and look and see, oh my, sorry, oh my house is not as big as this person's house, but you have a wonderful house. You have a lovely house, but you're comparing your house to somebody else and somebody else's experiences and someone else's situation. Remember, we cannot compare our journey to others because we don't know what they did to get there. And if we want to get there, if we want to have the things that others have, then we have to ask them, what did you do to get there? And then you can work on doing that if that's what you want to do. But you do not need to compare their journey to your journey, because your journey is always going to be different. You probably have a different background than them. You probably have different amount of siblings than them. You probably have different family than them. You have everything about you is different. So why will you expect to be the same as them? Okay? We can all receive the same things as far as like monetary things, but the way we experience life, our walk in life is always going to be different than others. And so here's what I want you to do. I want you to only compare where you are to yourself and work on improving yourself 1% every single day. Whether it's I'm going to listen to something positive when I start my day, I'm going to start waking up early, I'm going to start working out, whatever you want to do, improve your life 1% every single day. So let me see what else I got in here. So how does it affect your confidence? Like I said, it affects your confidence because it allows you to not believe in yourself. It allows you to question who you are. Are you doing enough? It allows you to always be unsatisfied with your results because you're always looking at everyone else's results. Remember, our results are an indication of our actions. And if we're trying to compare our results to somebody else who had different actions, then that's not an easy comparison. Imagine if you were in the ring about to fight, right? This person is huge and you're like this little tiny person, right? How are you going to win that fight? You know, when they do the wrestling matches, they can put people in different weight classes. So if this person is like way bigger than you, a different size, and they put you in that same class, or if you're way bigger than this person and they put you in a class of someone who's smaller than you, you're going to defeat them. And vice versa, they're going to defeat you because you can't compare them to. Why? And it's not to say to put yourself in the same category of somebody who experienced the same stuff as you. At the end of the day, we have our life to live, right? We can only walk the life that we have, and we cannot walk the life that no one else has. That's why it's very important to not compare ourselves to others, not to look outside of us, because that's what kills our confidence, and that's what makes us not be able to show up for ourselves and do those things that we want to do, to stay committed. Because when we're not confident, we will not commit. When we're comparing ourselves, we already feel like we're defeated and the race is already won. And so I don't want that for you, okay? And then I said, why is this important? Why is it important? Like I said, when you do not compare yourself, you will not feel defeated. You will know that, all right, yesterday I did this. Today I'm doing this. You will take an audit of your life every day. And you guys, I believe that journaling is very important. So this is one thing that you can incorporate into your everyday routine. In the morning, you can journal. And then at the end of the night, you can reflect on your day. And when you look back on it, I'll say Sunday, go back through the week and just look back on how your week was, self-reflection. Then you're able to see, wow, oh my God, I'm so proud of myself. But if you're looking at what everybody else is doing on social media, driving those fancy cars, having that really nice house, y'all, that's going to come. But hard work and diligence and really focusing on you in every step of where you are in your journey is going to get you there. But when you start to look outside of yourself, you're not able to focus, okay? So when you focus on yourself, there's excellence going to be created. But when you're focusing on what everyone else is doing, you're not able to focus on where you're going. Because what you're doing, you're looking outside and then you're back on the road. You're like, all right, I'm driving. Then you're looking outside, you're back on the road again. Before you know it, you're going to cause an accident. And you're going to find yourself back in that place not feeling good about yourself. So what I want you to do is keep your eyes on the road, on your journey, and only look outside for motivation or for tips on how that you can apply that to your life. Not to look on the outside to see who's doing better than you. There's no comparison. The only person that you're competing with is yourself. And you're in this race by yourself, this race called life. And when you get to the end of it, you can say that I improve myself every single day, and you're going to be more proud of yourself. You're going to have that confidence when you're within yourself. And you're going to have the life that you love, the life of your dreams. So remember, no comparison. Only person you compare yourself with is yourself, okay? All right. So next time we meet in my next video, I'm going to talk about a confidence routine that you can incorporate into your life every morning, and you can do it at night before you go to bed, okay? So stay tuned for the next video. Also, if you need more inspiration, you guys, check out my blog, ShundaJenkins.com. And also my podcast, Inspirational Living with Shunda Jenkins. That's posted every Friday at 5 a.m. on Apple Podcasts, and then it's distributed to multiple platforms, okay? Also, you can catch the recent episode of that on my podcast or on the video replay on here. So thank you again for showing up and just showing up for yourself. When you come to these videos, you're showing up for yourself. You coming in, you're getting this knowledge and you're taking it and you're applying it into your everyday life. And when you continue to do that, you take this advice, you're going to see your life change and shift in a major way. I've been on this self-development for over 10 years, and I just really think it's just part of our everyday life. You got to do it every single day. Build that muscle in your mind so that you can achieve and conquer the defeats that life tries to come against you with, okay? So remember, show up for yourself every day. Listen to something that's positive every day. Feed your mind good and not the bad stuff, okay? And you know what I mean when I say the bad stuff. All right, so hope this video was helpful for you guys. If you have some tips, please comment below. If you have some video recommendations on what I can talk about when it comes to mindset, please leave me a comment below. And make sure that you subscribe if you're enjoying this content. Share this with someone who needs it. And y'all, in commenting and sharing it helps me get these videos out there to more people, okay? So make sure you're sharing, make sure you're commenting, and make sure you're subscribing so you can always catch my next video. All right, I love you guys. Have an amazing day.